I don't know what half those gauges do. Hey guys, couple things before we get started. Don't forget to thumbs up that video. Really trying to get to 10K every video, so let's help make that happen. And one other thing, I got news that my buddy Scott Welker was in an accident today. So if you would, say a prayer for Scott. Morning! Alright, today's festivities are starting off with us draining what little bit of beans are in this seed tender. We're going to throw them in that floater and spread them somewhere just to get rid of them. These are treated beans. We can't just dump them in the pit. We're just going to spread them on the field. And then Derek, the AGCO rep, is here. And we're going to start messing with that air seeder. He's going to show me how to run it. We're going to get it calibrated, filled up with some wheat. I doubt we'll be able to use it today. It's just, we've got probably a ½ inch of rain last night. Probably wait till either tomorrow or Wednesday, which will be the next day, and start covering some ground with it. We got a nice week ahead of us, so hopefully we can get a good bit of wheat in the ground, and yeah, be awesome. All right, we got the tender loaded, but had a slight mishap. Plug the conveyor. It's our goal this year to plug everything we got. So far we got 2 more combines and we'll have her done. Been using that conveyor for 11 years, never once plugged it. Humbling. Normally I wouldn't even use the conveyor for boxes. I'd have just put a ladder there, climbed up, did them that way. That's what we ended up doing because we plugged that conveyor to the very first box. Yep, the white truck mafia is here. There's the gleaner man himself. I guess he did bring a gleaner today. It's on his shirt.
Like you.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right, everybody. I promised we'd go over this sunflower air seeder, air drill, whatever you want to call it. Got Derek Reeser down here. This is our territory rep from AGCO. He's going to go over a little bit of how this thing works and what we can, I guess, the differences between it and our drill.
Thanks, Brian. So this is our sunflower 9831 NT air seeder. This drill, 30-foot operating width. The seeder metering wheels are driven electronically, so it's all electric by Tractor Electronics. This air seeder also has a double disc opener, whereas we also offer a single disc opener. The difference being the double disc opener is more like 6.5 mile an hour in no-till conditions, whereas the single disc opener, we'd like you to operate that right around 10 mile an hour plus miles per hour. Then conventional till ground though, this double disc opener can reach speeds up to 9 miles an hour.
Now you were saying that with the single disc though, you really got to be pushing that 10 miles an hour, correct?
Yeah, so we want speed. Speed's the key with that single disc opener for sure. Okay.
So what's the capacity of this thing? Looking at it, looks like it's got a lot more capacity than our regular no-till drill we have.
Yeah, so we have 2 bins on this. We have a 105 bushel bin and then a 70 bushel bin. What's also unique is that we can run dual product at one time. So what I mean by that is we can run the front set or the front bin at 50 pounds per acre, and then the back bin we can run at 20 pounds per acre. So you don't have to pre-mix your cover crop or whatever you're doing.
So could you also have one bin with fertilizer, one with crop in then?
Yep. So we do offer mid-row banders, so you could run fertilizer in the back with a crop up front if you wanted.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a lot better than the 80 units we can hold.
Yeah, it makes it nice for sure as far as just capacity and overall efficiency.
Okay. One thing I noticed was this had an NT in front of the model number. I'm assuming that means narrow transport or no-till. What's the...
So it's narrow transport. So this thing, you can kind of tell it transports just as wide as this outside tire, which would be just as wide as a dual tractor going down the road. So.
That's a little bit different than the air seeders I've seen. It seems like they're usually around 20 foot folded up.
Right, yeah. This is really nice for this part of the country, this side of the Mississippi. You know, we got some narrow roads over here.
Yeah. What width does this come in? I see this one's 30 foot. Is there any...
So this particular model is 30 foot only at this current time.
Okay. Yep. All right. Now, what kind of block? This has a blockage meter or blockage system in it. What's
So the blockage system is Intelligent Ag. It's wireless, so we actually have an iPad in the cab that communicates directly with the.
Okay. Is that a factory option or is that something that was Spectrum?
That's what comes from the factory on this air seeder.
Okay. Sweet. What kind of tractor requirements do you have for this thing?
So this tractor, we're looking for a minimum of 245 horse. And then we'd like a minimum of that, right around 35 gallon a minute.
So this 1038 might be a bit overkill.
Yeah, plenty of horsepower for what we're doing here today.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that's kind of a quick rundown of the drill here. Let's kind of look at some of these units here. So I don't have a lot of basis for comparison on air seeders or air drills, but I do know just looking at this is a lot heavier of a unit than the no-till drill we have. It looks pretty hefty. It's pretty thick steel on the parallel arms. So
yeah, something to always bring up back here is we have hydraulic downforce that we turn on and off and change in the cab of the tractor through isobus, which I didn't mention. This is a full isobus unit. And then we also have spring downforce per row. So this particular unit's 7.5 inch spacing. And I also bring that up because we have a fully integrated system here where we can do turn compensation and section control all through the drill.
Okay. All right. So now we just got to get our meters calibrated. Is that right? And
yep. So we'll just calibrate the meters, which takes about 5 minutes to do. We'll just put some wheat in the hopper and calibrate it quick, and then we'll be ready to go.
All right. Now, unfortunately, we did get about a 1/2 inch of rain yesterday, so I don't know if we're going to be in the field with this thing today, but we will have it set up, and we should be able to either plant wheat tomorrow or Wednesday. All right, we are going to shallow this drill up a little bit. We're going to go up one hole or one notch, trying to go for 1.25 inches for our depth. So right here, we are just priming this thing. You're able to have your units completely out of the ground and spit seed out. So that's what we're doing, just making sure everything's going to work, spit seed out. Eric, this thing would be great for seeding my yard. We just raise it up out of the ground, drive around. Like we just seeded a nice pass of wheat.
Yep.
All right, I think we got her dialed in, but now we're gonna go harvest some corn. All right, Dad's getting ready to show corn. I'm taking this Polaris Ranger over to that field. This field has a lot of ears on the ground, so Kayla and the kids, they're gonna walk back and forth picking up ears when we combine. Hopefully she still brings dinner. There'll be a lot of corn in here. Dad just got out. Me and Livy are getting in. And Kayla and the other kids are gonna keep on picking up corn. Now this field was strip tilled, but like I said, this variety is just losing ears. And on these gravelly banks, you see this field's got a little bit of roll to it. Probably can't tell on the camera, but it does. And on those gravelly banks, there just ain't much variety or much corn there. That didn't take long. First round, got the head bob on. Alright, brother, where are you at? Oh, you're awake! Hi! And she's asleep. There's the kids picking up corn. And that's a whole Ranger bed load of corn. I think he's got some corn. I know one thing, with these ears being so brittle on this stalk, having the guidance, the fingers out there guide me, that is actually saving a lot of ears. Because anytime I steer and I get off just a little bit, I'll show you, like that, we start losing ears pretty aggressively. But whenever we got the guidance engaged, we're right in the middle, and that is good. We're not losing as many ears that way. All right, waiting on the cart. Might as well grab some ears off the ground. All right, we're gonna break through here somewhere, trying to find a bulk row where you can tell where Dad maybe had where he was turning, wasn't quite squared up yet. I don't think that's one. I think I'm about to lose my ride. I think I just seen Dad pull back in. So I would imagine he's gonna get back in the seat. It's too bad all of it's not like that. This field's gonna struggle to make 155. Basically anywhere there's gravel, there's just no corn. I mean, there's a lot of places where this is 70 bushel corn, where it's just straight gravel. And this low spot right here, you know, we're 200 to 220. One thing that's kind of odd that we've noticed, where the bad corn is, that's where it's the wettest. Where the good corn is, it's the driest. Like right through here, it's like 21. Where it's 70 bushel, it's 25%. Come on, little fella. Come on. Here you go. Here you go. Back to green flag racing for about 5 more acres. And then we'll be waiting on a truck.
As if we needed any further proof that 2020 is the most screwed up year ever. Folks, I'm in the grain cart. Nothing strange about that. Right there is Dad's combine with Brian running the controls. Dad is way over yonder driving a semi, and Larry is dumping trucks. I'm not sure what the world is coming to at this point.
Now, when we harvest corn, we break through, and then we basically just try to keep our unload auger to where we can always dump. So I'm going to turn around up here. I'm going to go on that side of the corn. I can still dump, and then when we get to the other end, we will come back this way so we can still dump. Basically just always going in a circle, a clockwise circle. Keeping that load auger available. Unload auger available. Just in the nick of time, we were getting pretty full. According to that, we had 309 bushels on. Alright, Kayla just brought dinner, so I'm going to, actually ran this way longer than I was expecting to, but I'm going to go back and switch with Dad. He's been trucking, so we're going to go eat, and he's going to come back. He's going to hop in the combine. What do we got today?
Meatball?
Meatball subbed in. So I just got a phone call that Larry might or might not have pulled that truck out of the drive-thru a little early, and it still has corn in it. So I'm going to take this out there. We're just not going to tell Larry. We're going to see how long it takes him to find out. We'll see if Larry's watching the videos. BJ's having some issues with the seat in that tractor. It has a pretty nice air seat, but it's stuck fully inflated. And if you've ever sat in an air seat that doesn't deflate, eventually it'll make your legs go numb, and I think BJ's got some of that going on. Problems of a 21st century farmer. Now remember, we're not going to tell Larry. We'll just see if he figures this out in 3 to 4 days when this video goes out. Alright, Dad just finished that 50-acre field. We're going to throw some of the last of the corn we picked up. Threw it in a bucket. Dump it in the header now. Everybody asked about this Massey. This is not our Massey. One of the people that live at this farm, this belongs to them. We use it very sparingly. We'll just check this trailer just to make sure old Larry got this one emptied. Yep, she's empty. And there's the combine right over there. Alright, Larry just shuttled me back here to the truck. So now we'll be completely moved out of this field and yeah, dump this truck, take it back and get it loaded again. Hoping to do another 25 acres tonight. That'll make 75 for the day, which for us, that's not bad. Man, he's got some bright lights. Alright, Larry went home, so on my own. But as George would say, I can handle it. Alright, see what kind of moisture we got. That'll work. And yes, I'm left-handed. So is Dad. That's why we're the combine men. I guess they're done. Yeah, we got done early. Only 9:30. All right, so these wet bins are full. We are using this flat bottom bin. That's where this corn from tonight is going. It's in that bin. So when these wet bins empty out tonight from the dryer running overnight, we will transfer grain. We will transfer grain back into those wet bins there in the morning, or sometime tomorrow if we switch to beans, so we can keep on going. All right, the dryer's on hold. We got the consigner or distributor switched to the bin we want this dry corn to go to. So go out here, flip the dryer off hold, and it should start dumping. Alright guys, sounds like the dryer just started again, so I'm gonna head home, do some editing, and go to bed. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Like I say folks, 10K every video. On the thumbs ups, we'll see if we can get to that. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we can try out that air seeder tomorrow. And as foggy as it is, I bet we get an early start tomorrow. Ha ha ha.